Hi Pisces, welcome to the Mystic Insight Tarot. I'm a new tarot reader and I'm using the Moon Oracle deck from the Power of the Moon kind of gift set. You also get this opalite stone that comes with that, and you get a guidebook which is fabulous. There's loads of pages in that about the origin of the moon and how different cultures came to worship the moon and use it in tarot and spirituality as well. So I really recommend you having a look at that, because for new people like me, for new starters, it's a great way into tarot. It gives you a lot of advice. It really is worth it. So what I'm going to do is shuffle these cards and give you a daily reading and a weekly reading with a couple of recaps in between and clarifiers. Not recaps, more clarifiers. As this is a moon deck, it's quite thin because it's a new pack and a beginner's pack, so it's kind of difficult to shuffle. But I'll just take the first card from the front of the deck if it doesn't jump out itself, if a card doesn't kind of leap out. And I'll keep it really brief because of all of that as well. So what we'll do then, Spirit first please, we'll begin with a couple of deep breaths just to clear the energy first of all. While I'm shuffling, you can do this too if it helps you to release your energy and clear your energy, clear your mind. Okay, so Spirit, can you give some daily advice for the Pisces sign please? So for our Pisces, please give some daily advice. Pisces need to know today, please. A little bit of advice for Pisces, please, Spirit. Okay, I don't think we're going to jump out, so let's just start with the first card from the deck. So let's have a look what you've got. You've got the Moon in Gemini. And I'll kind of zoom in a little to see this advice. Beautiful card. It says, stress may be an issue during this time. So I know some Pisces, whether people realise it or not, can actually have quite a lot of stress and anxiety within themselves. And just worry, I think, it's just more worrying. To try your best if you can for today, Pisces. Just not to allow that worry to get the better of you and overpower you too much. Try to do different things like meditating or just going out doing things for yourself that you enjoy. And even if it's not going out, just anything that makes you feel a bit more relaxed. If you're working a lot, just take more breaks. And just focus on something else as much as possible. I know it's easier said than done. So that's the first card. I haven't got a tripod at the minute, so what I'll do is lift the camera at the end of the read so we can look over those cards again. But Spirit, can you please give a clarifying card for the previous card for today, please, for Pisces? Or just some extra advice for today for Pisces that they need to be aware of, please. Some daily advice. Oh, this card popped out and it is your card, so Moon in Pisces. And it says, beware of indulging in negative or depressive tendencies. So this really is a strong message for you for today, Pisces. So please, as much as you can, do whatever you can to not be indulging in negative or depressive tendencies. I really care for Pisces a lot. They are sweet and caring signs, and they don't always mean to stress so much, but they can quite easily at times let themselves get stressed. All Pisces are different, of course, and also all different signs can deal with stress in different ways, but really try not to let that get the better of you today as much as you can. So now we're going to go to the weekly for the rest of this week. So Spirit, please give some weekly advice for the Pisces, please. What do Pisces need to know for the rest of this week? Some general advice, please, for Pisces for the rest of this week. Let's have a look. Might have to go from the front of the deck here. Let's see what you've got. Got the Moon in Aries. What a beautiful coloured card here. I love the way that all these colours blend. And the illustration as well. How beautiful. So it says, remain sensitive to others to avoid confrontation, which I think, to be honest, Pisces often do. It's not that they're the opposite of Aries, but they are especially emotional sign. So they really are aware of other people's emotions as well as their own, and they're very intuitive. So they can also read a lot of people's inner emotions, whether they're meaning to sort of put them out in the open or not. So remain sensitive to others to avoid confrontation. But of course, we've all got our points, our negative sides where we don't always mean to do things. So maybe there is somebody or something that you kind of not aware how they're feeling, or you're kind of ignoring their emotions and their feelings at the minute. So try your best to just be aware of people around you and things and how they might be feeling. Right, okay, interesting. So let's go with one more card to wrap this read up for the week. So Spirit, please give one more piece of advice for the week for Pisces, please. What do Pisces need to know for this week? One more card, please, with some advice for Pisces for the rest of the week, please. We had 2 jump out, but unfortunately this is not a big enough deck to do multiple stories or anything here. This is just advice after advice after advice kind of thing to tie in a story and make up a complete story. So I'll keep going. So once more then, please, Spirit, give some advice for the rest of this week for Pisces. What do they need to know? I'm going to go with the front card again. This is Moon in Capricorn. And it says, put aside emotional concerns and focus on achieving or increasing financial security. Okay, so again, it's about emotions and not letting things get the better of you, about concerns and focusing on your finances. So some of you might need to kind of be aware of saving up or making a plan to kind of balance your money a little bit better this week. Okay, so not too kind of a long-term message, but definitely for this week, focusing on balancing your finances and making sure that you're saving up whatever you can, just to make sure that you're kind of not in a situation where you're left very low on money or anything like that. Right, so I'm going to put the deck down now and we're going to lift the camera so we can have a look at these cards once again to recap the messages. Let's see. So for the daily read, aren't they just beautiful? The daily message is stress may be an issue during this time, so really not letting stress get to you as much as possible. The clarifier or the extra message for today is beware of indulging in negative or depressive tendencies. So that's a very similar message about stress and negativity, really trying to balance and be as positive as possible today and just sort of relaxing and maybe meditating and taking time out to be positive as possible. For the week, we've got the Moon in Aries card, which is remain sensitive to others to avoid confrontation. So if there's someone or some people around you that you care about, which I'm sure there are, even if you don't particularly know them well, just make sure you're being sensitive to other people. And the clarifier for the overall general advice really for the rest of the week is to put aside emotional concerns and focus on achieving or increasing financial security. Really important message about you balancing your finances as well there. Okay, so just, focusing on your well-being, Pisces, as much as possible, just trying to remain positive, and not just positive, but at peace mentally as well, and just feeling good about yourself and the things around you and the people around you too. Okay, so I hope that you're all having a fantastic week. Thank you for listening to this read. If you want to leave some feedback in the comments about what I could improve with this channel, there are things I'm aware of, like the tripod, so we can have a look properly at these cards. Please leave your advice below as well. I'd like to see it anyway. And I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.